Topic: When routine behaviors replace true inner spiritual devotion. Have you ever found yourself going through the motions? Maybe you meditate every morning, go to your place of worship every week, or say your daily prayers. But if you're honest with yourself, does it sometimes feel empty? Like you're just checking boxes on a spiritual to-do list? If this sounds familiar, you're not alone. This is a common challenge on the spiritual path, where the vibrant, living connection we once felt gets replaced by hollow routines. It's the difference between truly tasting your food and just swallowing it without thinking. Today, we are going to explore this subtle but profound shift from genuine devotion to mere habit, and more importantly, how we can reignite that inner fire. Let's first understand what we are talking about. True spiritual devotion isn't about the actions themselves, but the intention and feeling behind them. It's a deep, heartfelt connection to something greater than ourselves, whether you call it God, the universe, consciousness, or your higher self. It's that feeling of, or when you watch a sunset, the profound peace during a moment of silence, or the unconditional love that flows through you. It's active, it's alive, and it's deeply personal. Routine, on the other hand, is about repetition and automation. Routines are not inherently bad. In fact, they can be incredibly helpful. They create structure and discipline, which can provide a solid foundation for our spiritual practice. A routine ensures we show up, even on days we don't feel like it. But the danger comes when the routine becomes the end goal, rather than the means to an end. So how does this happen? How does a meaningful practice become a mindless habit? It often starts subtly. Life gets busy. We are stressed, tired, and our minds are cluttered with 1,000 different worries. In these moments, it's easy to rush through our spiritual practices. We say the words without feeling their meaning. We sit in silence, but our minds are racing. We perform the ritual, but our heart isn't in it. We are physically present, but spiritually absent. It's like being on a date with someone you love, but you spend the whole time scrolling on your phone. You're there, but you're not really their star. Over time, this becomes the new normal. The brain, which loves efficiency, automates the process. The actions become muscle memory, and the conscious, heartfelt engagement fades away. The why behind the practice gets lost, and we are left only with the what. Another reason this happens is the pressure of expectation, both internal and external. Maybe we feel we should be meditating for 30 minutes a day, because that's what a spiritual person does. Or our community expects us to attend every service. This pressure can turn a joyful expression of faith into a burdensome chore. When we act out of obligation rather than inspiration, the practice loses its soul. It becomes about performance, about keeping up appearances, rather than about genuine connection. We start measuring our spirituality by the quantity of our practices, not the quality of our presence. How many times did I pray? How long did I meditate? We forget that a single moment of pure, heartfelt connection is more powerful than an hour of distracted, robotic ritual. The consequences of this shift can be significant. We might feel a growing sense of spiritual dryness or stagnation. The joy and comfort we once found in our practices disappear, replaced by a sense of emptiness or even guilt. We might start to question our faith or our entire spiritual path, wondering why it's not working anymore. This can be a lonely and confusing place to be. We might feel like we are failing, or that we've lost something precious and don't know how to get it back. It's like walking through a beautiful garden with your eyes closed. You know the flowers are there, you can even smell them faintly, but you can't see their vibrant colors or appreciate their intricate beauty. This spiritual disconnect can ripple out into other areas of our lives, leaving us feeling less centered, less peaceful, and less resilient in the face of life's challenges. But here is the good news. This is not a dead end. It's a signpost. It's an invitation from your soul to go deeper. Recognizing that your practice has become rote is the first and most crucial step toward renewal. It shows that a part of you is still awake, still yearning for that authentic connection. So, how do we bridge the gap and turn our routines back into rich, meaningful rituals? The key is intention and mindfulness. Before you begin any spiritual practice, take a moment to pause. Take a deep breath. Ask yourself, why am I doing this? Reconnect with your original inspiration. Was it to find peace? To feel connected? To express gratitude? To seek guidance? State your intention clearly in your mind. This simple act can transform the entire experience, shifting it from a mindless action to a purposeful engagement. Next, Bring mindfulness into the practice itself. If you're praying, don't just recite the words. Feel them. What do they mean to you, right now, in this moment? If a particular word or phrase stands out, linger on it. Let its meaning sink into your heart. If you're meditating, pay attention to your breath, to the sensations in your body, to the sounds around you. When your mind wanders, as it inevitably will, gently guide it back without judgment. The goal isn't to have a perfectly still mind. The goal is to be present with whatever arises. Treat your practice not as a performance to be perfected, but as a space for exploration and discovery. Be curious. What are you feeling today? What is your soul trying to tell you? Another powerful way to break out of a spiritual rut is to shake things up. If your routine feels stale, change it. If you always meditate in the morning, try the evening. If you always read the same sacred texts, explore a new one, or perhaps read poetry that inspires you. Try practicing in a different location, like in nature. Go for a mindful walk, paying attention to the feeling of your feet on the ground and the sights and sounds of the world around you. Sometimes a small change in the external environment can create a big shift in our internal experience. Don't be afraid to experiment and be playful. Spirituality is not meant to be rigid and dogmatic. It's a living, breathing relationship. Think of it like a long-term friendship. You wouldn't do the exact same activity with your best friend every single day for years, would you? You'd try new things, have different conversations, and create new memories to keep the connection fresh and exciting. It's also essential to be compassionate with yourself. There will be days when you feel deeply connected, and there will be days when you feel distant and distracted. That is completely normal. It's part of the ebb and flow of the human experience. Don't beat yourself up on the off days. The very act of showing up, even with a distracted mind and a heavy heart, is an act of devotion in itself. It's saying, I am here. I am willing. Sometimes, the most profound spiritual moments happen not when we are feeling blissful and enlightened, but when we are feeling broken and vulnerable, and we still choose to turn toward our spiritual source for comfort and strength. Remember, this is a journey, not a destination. There is no finish line to cross, no state of perfect, uninterrupted devotion to achieve. It's a continuous dance between effort and surrender, between doing and being, between the routine and the revelation. If you're feeling stuck in a spiritual routine, I invite you to try one small thing this week. Before your next practice, simply take 30 seconds to set an intention. Ask yourself why you are doing it and what you hope to connect with. That's it. See if that small shift changes anything for you. The journey back to heartfelt devotion begins with a single, conscious step. It's about choosing presence over performance and connection over completion. Your spiritual life is a precious, sacred garden. It needs tending, it needs care, and most of all, it needs your loving attention. By moving beyond mere routine, you can help it blossom in ways you never thought possible. Thank you so much for joining me today for this conversation. If this resonated with you, I'd love to hear about your own experiences in the comments below. What helps you keep your spiritual practices fresh and meaningful? Your insights could be a great help to others on their journey. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel for more content that aims to nourish your soul. Until next time, be present, be intentional, and be kind to yourself.